Welcome to week 2 of 52 Weeks of Wine, a year-long journey for us just to develop a palate, taste some new wines, learn about winemaking in the wine industry, and also just to drink with friends. It's really just about having fun, trying some new stuff, and enjoying today 5 different wines. We're going to be getting into Merlots. Actually, pull some notes up here just because I don't know all this stuff. I literally researched it just now and I don't know it all, but Merlot, it's a wine that's been, it's a grape that's been around for quite some time. First recognized in 1784, local official nicknamed it the Little Blackbird, and apparently that translates in some language, I don't remember which one, into Merlot. And you know, it's one of the most grown grapes in the world. In Bordeaux, it is the most grown, but like the Cabernet Sauvignon, what we were drinking yesterday, did overtake it in the 90s? Yeah, 90s. So it's a real popular, real good wine. You see it on shelves everywhere you go. You taste hints of blackberry, black cherries, plum, licorice, things that we probably aren't going to be able to distinguish right now, but it's going to be fun to try some and see what we think. This week we're going to be adding in a little bit of a blind tasting aspect to it all. So before we really get into all the drinking, let's bring on the 3 drinkers, the panel this week. Guys, y'all join me? If you don't mind going through the row, I know Parker was on here last week, but just give me your give me your name, what you do, and we did alcoholic beverage in general last week, so let's do go-to bottle of wine this week.
Oh, start over here. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm Parker. Just Parker. It's kind of like Seal now, but
Downgraded from John Parker Rhodes Jr.
Yeah, well, it's John Parker Rhodes Jr.
Did you lose the family name?
Twitter? No. Favorite go-to bottle of wine is definitely going to be a Silver Oak Cabernet Sauvignon. Probably, I got 2005 series.
No big deal. I'm Kirsten, and I'm an accountant. Super exciting. And my go-to bottle of wine is probably the Da Vinci Chianti.
Is that the answer?
That's one of them, yeah.
My name's Grayson. I'm a technical support analyst. And,
What does that mean, Grayson?
that means I fix people's problems when they don't know how to use technology. So that's what I do.
Alright, sorry, I'm kind of fiddling around and distracting everyone.
okay.
I just realized I set down the list of which wine is which somewhere. So, you know, this is kind of just what you expect to happen when I run something. Things disappear rather quick. Here it is. Found it. Alright. First wine, nobody knows except for me which one it is here. Well, I kind of forgot which one it is here.
Who cares?
Alright, so
It's got a really nice nose to it.
drink it. Thoughts?
I'm not gonna put the wine in my nose this time.
That was
hilarious.
That was great.
That was
I guess
great
I missed
from last
that.
time.
Yeah. Dig this. Yeah, it's got more minerals. It's drier than the last one.
Parker. This is the issue we had last time. None of us knew what you were saying. It's green. It's a barnyard. It's got minerals.
Barnyard thing
The
makes sense.
hashtag's just popping up.
The barnyard thing makes sense. I got it. That stuck in my head.
Alright, so again, just for people viewing that have never heard the term, it has more minerals. What are you thinking there?
I really don't even know. I know to use that term from time to time.
Alright, so let's move
Use
on.
some posh official.
Yeah, exactly.
I like it.
Yeah, this
pretty
is
good.
this is
Yeah.
nice.
It's smooth.
It's kind of sweet. It's not super sweet, but it's got that. It's like a sweet but tart fruit. It's not like the light fruity. What would you equate it to, Grayson? Like the flavor?
I don't know.
Any idea?
No, but I mean, I taste it's a hint of fruity. It's like an adult fruitiness.
It's like the fruit you find in a pie.
It's got a
Like a blackberry?
raspberry.
Blackberry.
Something, yeah, one of
Like-
those.
Raspberry?
Right. I think it's got a little bit of that sour
Yeah.
note to it, but it's not a bad sour. It's a good sour.
Isn't that a blackberry?
So remember, guys, while we're drinking this,
More than likely, it's a blackberry.
while we're drinking this, think about what you would rate this on a 10-point scale. We're using not an 80% scale, Like that actually came up for a minute in the last episode. We also did 5 stars
Why are
and
we
10
thinking of
stars.
number scales though? Adjective scales are more entertaining.
Adjective skills.
Think of my number scale like they have in the doctor's office. It has the numbers, but there's also a frowny face on one end and a smiley face on the other.
So
How do you feel about that?
How about on a scale of like 1 to freedom, how American is this one?
Exactly. That's more what I was looking at.
Alright, well you better have some good adjectives between 1 and 3 Americans. And we're all going to be subjective to your terms.
This
So.
one's like guns, if you ask me.
How American is it?
Yeah, it's guns.
In honor of, politics and stuff.
Alright. Alright, Parker, I know. Let's go with it. This is what we do. On a scale of 1 to freedom, how American is this wine? And you know it's a good one because we didn't pick any wines from out of the United States of America.
That's good. Yeah.
So, Parker, you came with the scale. You're first.
Guns.
Guns.
Mine's a blueberry pie, like on the 4th of July.
Nice.
I'm equating this one to the liniment.
Yes.
I like it.
A lot of goods.
Hold
I
on.
really like
You
this.
like this one? Yeah. I mean, it's very nice. I like guns, so that's what I I'm with Grayson on this one.
I'm gonna go more with a 6.5. So that's like, but this is like, classic white picket fence. The milkman still comes around the corner every morning.
Yeah.
It's a classic early American drink.
Right, so it's good, but
It's good, but there's a little room for progress. So I guess since we are going to be revealing them all at the end instead of one by one, I will say that there is a wild card. This is Timo's homemade wine.
Yeah.
This wine was made
Subscribe and share.
3 months ago? 3.5 months ago by yours truly. And we have no idea if it's good, bad, if I made it well, if I messed it up, if I poured the wrong chemicals, if I cleaned everything right.
So we could die.
So,
Yeah.
oh no, this isn't moonshine. You're not going to try but it's trial by fire. Yes. And on to wine numero dos. Alright.
This one smells different.
I'm gonna describe as we go this time.
Okay.
I don't like the way it smells as much.
It actually doesn't, it's not that it has a smell, it has less of a smell than the first one.
Yeah, it's not as old.
It smells and tastes a little more watered down.
It's so nice to do that.
I
I'm
know.
gonna do that.
What does that do? What does that do?
It's air.
It aerates the wine in your mouth.
Fun fact.
I've been reading a lot the past few weeks.
I'm almost sold.
Actually, shout out to, I don't even know it,
But you're
Karen
supposed to like actually
McNeil. Shout out to Karen McNeil, the Wine Bible. It is a surprisingly interesting read. So, if you guys want to pick up a huge book on wine that you'll probably never finish,
There you
Wine
go.
Bible. Free shout out, no one paid for that. I really just needed to learn some things. Back to the flavor
Yes.
profile. So we're
Flavor
saying
profile.
it's not as strong on the nose. It doesn't hit you in the face, but what about the actual taste of the wine?
It's like,
I think it's sweeter than the first one.
It's not, yeah, it's not as strong of a
Yeah.
flavor in general.
Well, I agree. It's not strong of a flavor, but actually, I think like the beginning flavor is what's strong, and then there's no finish. It just kind of like,
yeah, it drops off.
there's nothing left at the end.
It tastes
The last one
good.
kind of had the tart tingle and linger.
Don't taste cedar. Don't taste cedar.
I don't really
Like the tree?
know what cedar tastes
Oh,
like.
yeah, I used
You
to
mean
when I was little.
You just eat cedar, just,
There's a beautiful.
That's what you do for free time.
Oh, I get it, but you're right. It leaves something to be wanted at the end. If you
This
just-
makes me feel like it's a picket fence.
Are we doing
So
the
you're going down to
American
a
scale?
7.5.
I would go down. Oh, no.
No, I think.
I said why picket fence is a 7.5, man? That's
Okay,
whoa,
there,
whoa, wait.
the
Oh,
picket
yes.
fence hat is like it's half painted.
Oh,
Like
so Tom Sawyer hasn't been out there yet.
It's just a picket fence. It's not white. It's not even white.
Okay, so Grayson is going with what
Are we
numbers?
still doing the American
It's
scale?
just, it's,
Oh yeah,
it's a
Alright.
six.
That's
I'm
like
saying
Six.
A 6 is a picket fence without the white.
Okay.
I would say it's like SAT or ACT. Standardized testing.
Oh, just
Is
taking
that all?
the
Yeah,
test.
just taste like bubbling in the letters. Like go ahead, and that's what I.
That's
So
American,
you're
so not free. We're like pretty low on the
Yeah,
free
So
scale.
you're putting that like a 4.5.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. I feel like y'all understand my scale exactly.
I like this scale. I think we're gonna have to come up with a different scale each week.
Hey, that sounds like a plan to me.
You're welcome.
I told you these first 5 episodes are gonna set the tone for the next.
Trial and
I've
error.
got a great.
I get some patriotic music playing in the background. Yes.
The flag was gonna come up behind us. Alright. So,
Yeah, I'm-
Kirsten, what are you?
I'm even lower. I'm probably like a 3.5 or 4.
So what would that be? Like, that's like what, China or? It's not quite. It's
Whoa! Actually, wait, what are we saying 1 on the low end of the scale is? We said
North Korea.
1 Frida. Oh, so you're saying 1 is North Korea?
Yeah.
That's a pretty big swing.
Not, yeah. Well, it's like they're super communist and they leave all the things to be desired.
So you're saying everything under
People
5
desire
is
all the things
leaning
they don't
towards
know.
communism.
Like I was gonna equate mine to like mosquitoes in the summer.
Oh, okay, well, yeah. I like
Very
I like that. That one's like more. That's more real because I've never been to North Korea.
I don't know, mosquitoes. Like,
Let's send a little subtler 1 to North Korea because I'm gonna have to come up with some pretty dark things for the 2s, 3s, and 4s.
So what number are you going with? You got a 5.
4.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5, which on a scale of 1 to King Henry.
No, King Henry to America's freedom.
Oh, sorry. I'm
Yeah,
confused.
Henry's-
This scale is hard to keep up with.
Yeah, this
It's not
is
that complicated.
It's a good scale.
Well, it's actually 1 to freedom, but
Okay,
we just equated
It's a
to
5. It's working minimum wage and making meat in. There we go. It's meat.
There we go.
minimum wage and what?
Working for its needs.
Okay.
Working for minimum wage. I don't know what the phrase is supposed to be.
Minimum wage labor.
What if people do work for meat ends?
You work in a butcher shop.
That
and
would
you
be,
pay with the ends
that
of
would
the
be
cut.
less than America though. That'd be like a 4. So it's like minimum wage is 5 at making
It
ends
just has
meat.
a really bad aftertaste. I don't know.
Boys. 1, number 3.
It's got a pungent.
Pungent.
I wonder which one this is.
Oh wow. It's definitely different. I feel like I've tasted it before though.
So I think everybody knows which one this is.
Wait, I can smell like vinegar.
Well, this isn't a good plug. It's very cloudy.
This might be one of the ones that we got like in the very last little bit.
No, I think this is the fact that I didn't run it through a filter.
That's-
If no one's guessed yet, this is my wine. It's a Merlot. It's
It looks like pomegranate juice.
it's very cloudy. I wasn't able to filter it. That's like a $300 process.
Yeah,
that
no,
I can't afford.
I'm right there
But-
with you, like, I
But
just-
get past the fact that it's mine and the taste. Like I'm curious what
It's
y'all
actually
think
not
about
as bad as I thought it was going to be.
it. Okay.
It looks worse.
Like it looks worse.
It
than
looks
tastes.
worse. Oh,
yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That wasn't a
that's part of
the
it.
fact that it was your wine. It was more of a the look.
I kind of expected that coming off the barrel, it not to be as pretty as the others because I couldn't run it through a filtration process. I didn't oak age it or anything like that to do anything fancy.
Yeah, when I showed Tyler called me.
You don't want to talk with your food in your mouth? That's weird.
I mean, that's pretty American.
Real quick.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted. Tyler gave me a call like the first weekend I was here in Texas. Like, hey man, you want to help me bottle some wine? I was like, oh, yeah, dude. Like, I've never done that before. That'd be awesome. I get there, and I kid you not, there's this huge like 25-gallon tank. 6-gallon tank. It's what I would imagine 25 gallons
Five,
goes into.
6.
Yeah, it's like way bigger than any orange juice or milk.
I will cover up Grayson with a picture of it.
Yeah.
Alright.
It was huge, and it had all these contraptions. I applaud you for actually knowing what the heck you're doing, and if I'm gonna have to go ahead and give you my honest opinion, that's it.
No, hey, before you say it, seriously, if you want to like bash the wine, bash it, because it is the first time I'm doing this. There's a lot of things I wish I'd done differently or been able to afford. So be very honest with the wine. I am not going to get my feelings hurt.
All right, so
It actually tastes pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
that's what I was.
So
I'm
give me a rating on the look, and then give me a rating on the taste.
Oh, it looks terrible.
So what's
okay,
on a scale of the one freedom? What is the look?
If I give this to a sommelier, they'd be like, nice try. But that's what it was. That's how that's honestly.
So on a scale of one to freedom, it's a pissed off sommelier.
Yeah, this was he saying, hey man, like I'm gonna try to make some wine, and he did. He successfully made some wine, and it's good. And it's also probably it's gonna be better after with time. Like that's Merlots do that. But in my honest opinion, overall, what I wanted to rank it before that, I was gonna rank it sweet tarts because it actually tastes like sweet tarts.
It kind of does.
It tastes a little bit like sweet tarts. I love sweet tarts. I got them for Easter and that little Easter.
They're like every kid's childhood, you know?
Exactly. And you know what? The fact that you went out and did it on your own, that's so American. Sweet tarts, in my opinion, that's like 6.5.
That makes me feel really good.
It should.
Right,
I thought it was very
right.
cool of you to like go out of your way. And,
I think it's a
So you gave us sweet tarts, but you said was a what?
a 6.
Thank you. But I'm not gonna give it a 6. So Kirsten, what do you think?
probably shouldn't. You should be critical.
I'm probably gonna give it like a 4.
Okay.
It doesn't have a bad aftertaste like the other one. So that's positive.
You definitely didn't fail.
Grayson?
Yeah.
Wait. 4 is a what? I need your analogy.
Oh yeah, that's what's supposed to come before the one.
I need your on-the-fly analogies. This is what's making this fun.
I know.
It's making me get through the pain of wanting to cry right now.
He's such a drama queen.
It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like a first kid's like camping experience where you know, like it's really excited and you're so hyped up for it, but then you like fall in the mud and you can't get the fire to start kind of thing. You
Wow,
know?
I had a lot better camping experience than you. But I get that.
It rains on your tent, you know, like on your first trip.
Big high-
It's like, yeah, like high expectations.
Exactly,
Yeah.
Grayson?
So
Preview.
One to
Yeah.
freedom.
So yeah,
Stay
one to
tuned.
freedom. I'm gonna call this just I don't know. I didn't learn this in history class, but I'm assuming it happened during the Boston Tea Party. Somebody must have fallen there. So he had really good intentions.
Boston
He was with
Tea
Buckley,
Party.
and then he just
Man overboard.
didn't work out quite the way he intended.
Tyler, you've gotta like put these up on your like.
No,
site,
they're
you know,
definitely
all
added.
the
We
ratings.
didn't keep track of them well, and we weren't doing it good on the last episode, so this will definitely be up there.
This is the girl's
So Grayson, falling into the ocean during the Boston Tea Party is a what? The harbor.
Honestly, doing this is
2
helping
and
me
4 and a
remember
half.
what I
4 and a half?
actually think about the wine.
Yeah.
4.5.
That's
Oh,
that's
that's
not-
Miracle.
Can I actually?
It's funny how you're 4.5.
trouble you for some more?
Oh,
absolutely.
Actually, you know, it's like grape juice or something.
I know. Okay.
Should we community wise?
Like this is what they should actually serve at church.
Yeah.
Well,
Because like yes, it's
I can have a
alcoholic,
market
but
pigeonhole,
it looks
please.
there you go.
it looks
It looks nice.
Okay.
grape juice. You can sneak it in.
And now for my own rating of my own wine, I'm going to give it striking out in T-ball.
That's pretty American. Right there,
Solid 2.8. Right there. That's a
exactly
2.8.
what that is. It's a 2.8. Yeah.
Striking out in
These are
T-ball.
pretty great scales. I'm not gonna lie. Like these ratings are
Alright.
pretty spot on.
So let's finish with the one wine we actually figured out what it was and head back to the blind tastings. Numero 4. Yeah, there we go. I really should learn Spanish.
Definitely not Spanish. The nose is a little more burnt. Whoa, that's like really, really sweet.
Yeah,
Very sweet.
it's a very different. Like I was saying, the other one was sweet, but it's more tart. This is sweet.
This is really sweet.
It's really sweet, but it's almost like up there with the first one in my opinion, as far as smooth goes and no aftertaste.
Yeah, this is
No aftertaste being a problem.
No, like a good thing. The second one had a
good
really bad
aftertaste.
aftertaste. This
The
one
second one,
doesn't.
I thought there wasn't a good enough.
It just after it like disappeared, you were left with that nasty like you feel like you need to brush your teeth feeling. That's what I felt like after that second one.
I just feel like it's sweet, but then it's bland afterwards.
What is that sweet flavor though?
It's like chocolate.
Is it?
It's like chocolate strawberries. That's what I think.
Wait,
Well, it's like a fruit,
fruit.
but it has like a mocha chocolatey.
It does have some. I just
I'm not tasting it.
Maybe like a
I'm tasting
leather.
it, but I'm kind of-
Parker, Scale of 1 to America.
Scale of 1 to America, I'm gonna have to say this one right here is like child daycare.
What?
It's like I'm drinking it.
Being in child daycare or dropping off your kids at child daycare?
Being in child daycare. It's like, you know, it's in my glass, I'm gonna drink it, but I don't really like it.
3?
3?
You
Yeah.
don't like it that
I
much.
don't like it that much. I don't like smooth wines.
Yeah, I'm not a sweet
There
wine.
you go. There you go.
Come back to me. I'm still thinking of my
Alright, Chris?
terminology.
The number's a 7 or 6.8, almost a 7. Because I do like sweet wines, and I was very intrigued whenever I started tasting this. And we figured out what it tastes like a cranberry. Is that
Yeah, I think that's
It's
your...
craisins.
Craisins.
Craisins is
Crazy
exactly what I was
raisins.
thinking about. So we're gonna just equate
It's
it to
called
that.
crazy raisins.
Crazy raisins.
I couldn't wait to
Which
hop
are not
off the
raisins,
vine
they're
and get sun dried.
Yeah.
I think I'm going with like a 6.
Why?
Because
You're
it's
supposed
like,
to say your analogy
I
first.
know. It's like kind of really sweet, but like almost like too sweet because I'm not a sweet wine person. So we're going with kind of like a burnt peach cobbler.
Okay.
You know, like it's
You'll still eat it.
yeah, like you'll still eat it because like the crispiness is good, but it's like, do you really want to keep eating it? 'Cause it's
Yeah.
boring.
It's like sweet tea. But,
Bless you, Grayson.
So sorry.
Grayson and Grayson.
Sweet
But-
tea is pretty American.
but it's not actually sweet tea. It's
Like watered down
no, it's
sweet tea?
pre-bottled sweet tea you buy from the grocery store. It's not homemade sweet tea. Homemade sweet tea, that's a 7 or an 8.
No, that's like a 9 or a 10 in Texas.
yeah.
Come on.
This.
Yeah, it's pretty
This
close.
is the sweet tea you buy in a bottle and you're
Pre-bottled
really
clarification.
pissed off after you get it.
Gotcha.
But you really wanted it, but it's just not as good as you thought. So I'm gonna equate that with like a 3.5. No, 4.
Not that.
It's like it's not brewed sweet tea, it's the powdered tea, you know?
Yeah. No, but I'm gonna throw those videos up on. So the camera just died. Sorry about that moment lapse. Let's pull these extras off for a moment. That was great. And there's just that over there. All right, last wine. Oh yeah, I forgot you did have a sip glass. Last wine, week 2. What do you guys think?
It's number 5. Cinco de Gringo.
Also, Cinco de Mayo is coming up.
It's true.
You don't have anything going on? Go to your beers on the board. Mexican restaurant.
Shameless
Hashtag shameless plug.
plug. Shameless plug.
I do their social media. And I love it when people use hashtag margarita authority. It's refused.
All right, I'll throw this out for you. I'll throw them out for you. But Parker, in exchange for that, I need your opinions on 5 wine.
I think this is, I'm gonna say, it's great. It's a lot better than, this one's probably my second favorite. I think the first one was my primary. This one is gonna be as American as, I'm gonna say a caucus.
Ah. And if you don't know what a caucus is, it's political.
It's political.
It's
where people just
certain
get
states.
together and yammer.
Not certain states where they have to like group up, right? And then when their group loses, they have to split up and go to the other groups for the other
It's
parties.
political peer pressure.
It's political. It's way better than voting.
Yeah, it is.
It's
way better.
entertaining, but at the same time, it's political peer pressure.
It is, but at the end of the day, you end up with everyone having to literally just support the top 2 candidates and move the freak on.
Yeah, I think it's a caucus. That would be like a 7.
All right, so it's political
It's
peer
great.
pressure.
7 is political peer pressure. You know?
All right.
Right.
First,
This one's my favorite out of them, so I'm gonna go with it's fireworks on 4th of July.
All right. Very nice.
That's pretty American.
That's
pretty American. So what do
I'm
you
giving
got?
it an 8.5.
Oh, all right. Bold move, Cap.
You didn't give yours a number, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it is. So.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Skippy, no. Because once I'm done, we're done.
Tyler's gotta wrap it up.
Fine.
Or is it-
So this is probably what like a Merlot is supposed to taste like.
Agreed.
Like that's how I, which it's not my favorite kind of wine, so I can't give it like that high of a thing. No rating. But it's exactly as it's supposed to be. everybody referring to political parties from the past, saying that those were the good old days.
So
this is how it's supposed to be.
good old day politics.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good old day
This is
politics.
becoming
That's
a very
This is going down a slippery slope.
Alright, so we're gonna stop on the
Good old days.
Hashtag slippery
So
slope.
what number is
That's
it?
going out to Jeremy
It's
Bates.
just 7. Give us all 7.
This might be the most highly rated so far.
So I like this one. Probably the best. It's more acidic. I like the end.
Yeah.
And I like that because
I
it's
like it.
it gives it more flavor. It's not like it's so acidic. You're like, "Ugh."
It's flavor all the way through.
Yeah. Versus the other ones just kind of they tapered off or they give you a flavor you didn't want.
The finish on this is Feldman.
On a scale of 1 to American, it's a good old-fashioned baptism in the river.
There you go. I like that.
I like it. Way to
That's
bring
a
it home.
solid. That's a solid 8.5.
It's like very
Way to bring it home.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's very Baptist
It's
because I
very
am Baptist.
Baptist. Very
I
nice.
mean, it happens.
So we have the ratings. So number one.
Number one, what was
So
it?
fine. Number one, very highly rated. Number one. I should probably pull out the list to make sure I'm not lying to you. I'm pretty sure it's the Columbia. It is. It is. Where'd it go? Columbia Winery out of Washington, the Columbia Valley.
I've never. That's not the first.
Washington wine. It's a 2013. Their big thing is their 50 years of progressive winemaking. Great wine. Pick a bottle up if you can.
Solid stuff.
All right. Number 2 was the 181 out of Noble Wines.
What's
It's what?
Rose 2.
Oh yeah,
Number
number
2.
2.
Noble Wines 181.
This was
Some
the
Merlot.
standard tests, the picket fence not white, and the mosquitoes in summer, and minimum wage labor.
Which is funny because this is a 2012. You just assume older wines you're gonna like better, but you know this group didn't. So, not saying it's bad wine, saying these untasted palates.
Yeah.
I don't really like it. So it's 181 Noble Wines Merlot out of Lodi, California.
I got
If
a
that's
grade
how you pronounce
6.
it.
That's a grade 6.
We got 4 and 5
All right,
left.
so 4 and 5.
3 was yours, right?
Yeah.
Yes, three was mine. We're just moving on from that. Number 4 was Summit Estates Merlot out of Columbia Valley. Again in Washington State. And this was actually probably one of the lower rated.
It was actually, and it was the
It's 'cause it was the sweet one.
pre-bottled sweet tea, the being in child daycare.
So Grayson, you
The
did
very-
like
I like this one.
You said it
Because
crazy.
I like sweet stuff.
It was definitely
So,
sweeter,
if I
yeah.
can get a
And the
Merlot
very
that's
peach
sweet,
cobbler.
So again, opinions, not necessarily a better or worse wine, but some of the
Definitely
states.
sweeter.
If you like a
Slower.
sweeter wine, not too acidic, Merlot, right there, 2013. There you go. And then last but not
I
least,
should have known
actually
that.
last
I
but
was on
most
it.
least,
Decoy.
Decoy. This is probably the highest,
Another, please, sir.
highest known rated wine. I believe
This was the most recent. Good pour.
Blake Bailey on the last episode did rate this, or say this was his go-to wine, a bottle of Decoy. It's $20 to $28 depending on which bottle you're getting. Great wine, 2013, out of California. I definitely was just picking this one up. It's a good one.
If you haven't had Decoy, it's a Duckhorn Vineyard wine. You need to get you a bottle.
All right, so if you're in the DFW airport and DFW area,
or the
and wanna,
airport, you know, if you're just stopping by for a visit.
you gotta have several hours. If you're in the DFW area and you do want to give your honest opinion on Timo's homemade wine, I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna do 3 bottles. First 3 people to email Timo at 52weeksofwine.tv. I will give you a bottle of wine if you're willing to come pick it up. I will drive no further than 5 miles. Literally, that's where we're putting it at.
Alright.
If you want to literally put it on your shelf and say, I knew that dude, that asshole, that whatever, that one time, or you can drink it and give me your honest opinion. I don't care what you do with the bottle. Shoot me an email. If you're in the DFW area, I'll drive 5 miles, drop it off, no further. All
The
right.
first 3 people.
Only the first 3 people.
So better act fast.
Contest, go.
Do it.
All right, so guys, thank you very much for joining me on the Merlot Week.
We're excluded from the competition, right?
Yeah, you guys are.
Is that
Why
like
don't you all have
We already
bottles?
have a bottle.
I know, but it takes. I would drink that by the pool. Maybe I'd put it in a margarita or something. You know, it'd be a sangria swirl.
Sangria swirl.
Oh my
I
gosh,
like
you
it.
know,
I can go with that.
This is a sangria swirl.
That is a sangria
We
swirl.
got everyone.
Sangria.
Four. Everybody's got a little wine, right?
Yeah.
So before we end it off, if you're looking for something to pair this with, because I forgot to say at the beginning, what did we look up? It was often did with pork, veal,
Pork and veal, and then something we couldn't pronounce.
charcuterie.
Something
Alright,
like that. I wasn't
so
sure.
be looking out for a blog post in the next couple of days about Merlots in general. We'll kind of do a rundown like we did with the caps. So
I jumped the gun. I missed
it's fine, don't worry about it. So essentially, as we do at the end of every episode, starting last week, which was the first episode, we've done 2 weeks, so to 50 more weeks.
So 50 more weeks.
weeks.
And math.
Thanks everybody.